Okay, amigos, preferir, poder, and probar. So these are more stem changing verbs. So if you need to write these down in your notebook, if you don't already have some of these stem changing verbs in there, if you feel like you kind of got a hang of stem changing verbs and you don't need to write these down, that's fine. You probably just want to, at minimum, write down these three words and make sure you know this one is a UE changey, this one is a UE changey, and this one right here, the second E is going to be an IE changer, right? So as long as you know that those three verbs are stem changing and what they stem change to, you should be in pretty good shape. So in this first bullet point, we're talking about the letter E in the stem of preferir. Remember that it's the second E, right? Not the first E. That's going to change to IE. And just like with all of our others, it does not change here in the we form, right? No change in the we form or in the vosotros form. But all of these other forms do, in fact, change. So it's one of those boot verb or shoe verb or sandal or whatever you want to call it, right? So these forms are going to change. So we simply change that E to an IE unless it's in these two forms, and then add our correct ending. So because preferir is an ER verb, then we have to use our ER endings, right? So that's going to be O, S, E, IMOS, because it's an IR verb, so instead of EMOS, and EN. So those are our normal endings for ER and IR verbs, O, S, E, EMOS, N. So just conjugate the end normally, and remember to switch that E with an IE if it's not in the we form, and you're set. So the second examples here that we have, very similar. We have the O in poder and probar, and those are going to change to UE. And again, remember there's no change in the nosotros form or the vosotros form, so we have our shoe again, where these forms change. We use our regular endings, o, as, a, amos, an, or o, es, e. So here's our endings, normal endings for these verbs. Nothing changes there. We have amos or amos and on or in. And so just use the endings conjugate normally. Drop off the AR, ER, IR, add the normal o, as, a, amos, on, or OSA, amos, in ending, and make sure you change the stem unless it's in the we form. And that's pretty much it. As far as meaning goes, probar is going to mean to taste or to try something, right? So either one of those is fine. I want to try or taste. Then we have poder, which means to be able to, or in English we often say can or may, right? So that's a common verb that we use in class. Like if I want to go to the bathroom, puedo ir al baño, or puedo usar whatever, right? Can I use the stapler, the grapador, or whatever? So that's how these verbs work. So in your assignment, we have some examples here of these verbs. In the first section, it's pretty easy. It's like a 50-50 shot. What you have to do is identify the subject. The first one is yo. So if it's yo, it has to end in an O ending. So that gives it away. You don't have to even think about what the sentence means. But this is going to say yo prefiero, I prefer the cheese. Right? So it can't be preferimos because that's we. So here we have Julio too. That's two people. So if it's two people, the answer hopefully is obvious. It's the one that is plural, right? The they or the you all form. In this case would be you all because it's talking about Julio and you guys prefer the soup. So then the next one we have Elena y yo. That's two people with I included. So Elena and I. So Elena and I become a we form. So choose your we form of the verb. For we prefer a sandwich. Number 4, you prefer. So which one of those means you? Usted is you in the polite form. So choose your polite form of you, and then whichever one of those that is, and then to drink juice. And then padres, parents. The parents, they prefer. So which one of these is they prefer? to eat a salad. And down in the second section, I gave you the verbs just to make sure this makes sense to you. So your yo ending is going to end with an O, right? It is going to change. There is an IE change in there. So the verb is going to end up being prefiero, right? So I prefer not to go out to restaurants with my little sister. She can be terrible. When we try the food, my sister orders juice and soft drinks, but doesn't try the soup. Neither does she try the food, and we aren't able to eat in peace. The waiters are not able to, so this is going to be the they form. So it's going to end in en, and the o is going to change to a ue. So that would be no pueden traerle. This le here is her. To bring her nothing. They prefer, so it's they, so this is going to end in an en, and this I is going to change to ie. They prefer not to serve our table. So hopefully that helps, and you can ace this, baby.